Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back to boxing. Nah, man, Erislandy Lara, man, former sparring partner, former training partner to JERMELL CHARLO. I think you know what? Yeah, former training partner to JERMELL CHARLO. Man, he wants to fight. Erislandy Lara wants to fight JERMELL CHARLO now, man. Now that Hurd apparently injured himself for a unification fight with JERMELL CHARLO, Erislandy Lara said, "You know what? I want JERMELL CHARLO. I want to fight him. I used to be friends with this guy, but I want that bag. I want that bag. I want to get paid." So Erislandy Lara, man, he wants to step in for JERRET Hurd, and this is a incredibly dangerous fight for JERMELL CHARLO. Now I'm gonna get some quotes for you guys. Now this is what Erislandy Lara said. He says, "Now that Hurd is injured, and our rematch will be pushed back. The fight to make is me versus is me versus Charlo. It's a fight that makes sense. Two of the best versus each other, and another great fight for the fans. Charlo is a friend, a former stablemate, but that doesn't mean anything. This is boxing, and it's a business. I'm ready to fight Charlo anytime. I hope he's willing to fight the best." Laura told BoxingSing.com. Now this is crazy stuff, man. Like I said, man. He said, "Yeah, I'm cool with the guy. We friends." But what does that mean? What does that mean? That means nothing. I'm trying to get this bag. If he has to fall and I gotta put him to sleep in front of the world, well, that's what has to happen. You know, this is boxing. It's a business, man. Tell him it's not personal. you know, this is what I like to hear, man. I like seeing these fighters put friendship aside and say, man, this is boxing, man. It's nothing serious. You know, if you're a professional in any kind of avenue, sport or business, especially something like a physical hand-to-hand combat, me punching you in the face, man. I mean, we do this every day, so it doesn't mean as much. Some people, I mean, not most, some people, like 99.9% of people in the world, if you get hit in the face, they're gonna take that as a threat. They're gonna take that as them trying to take your life away, as a threat to your manhood or womanhood, whatever. But these boxers, man, they do this all the time. They know it's just business, man. When they get in the ring and they fight each other, they talk all that mess. They say some personal things. At the end of the day, after the fight's over, they hug. They know the time it is, man. It's just selling the fight. It's just part of the business. It's how they make their daily bread. So, Erislandy Lara doesn't mind fighting JERMELL CHARLO, and this will be a really good fight, man. I think this is actually incredibly dangerous for JERMELL CHARLO based on his last performance against Austin Trout. Um, I think I think Lara takes a punch better than Austin Trout. I think he's a better boxer than Austin Trout, and I think he hits harder than Austin Trout. Um, and if you ever watch the Austin Trout versus Erislandy Lara fight, basically Austin Trout was whitewashed. Um, but it's crazy because I was talking about in one of my videos how champions versus champions is finally happening, man, in the 154 division. And as long as Erislandy Lara is reigning champion, the thing is, when you start fighting other champions, man, you start coming up short. You know, think think his last performance against Hurd. Think it's the performance against Canelo Alvarez. And then now it's JERMELL CHARLO. It's looking like Erislandy Lara. Why he has fun. Why he's more fundamental than all these guys when it comes down to heart and really digging deep. It turns out he's not the best of the best of all these 154 fighters. He's maybe third or fourth right now because he already lost to two of the four champions. One being Hurd, one being Canelo Alvarez. I know when he lost to Canelo Alvarez, I was at 155, but Canelo Alvarez was a former 154 champion. So right now it's looking like I said, Erislandy Lara is looking like third or fourth best of all the champions. So he was never really the top guy. But this is a chance to redeem himself. Maybe he is. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Um, um, so yeah, man, we're gonna see what happens, man. I know it's crazy because I know Erislandy Lara still trains with Jermell Charlo, Jamel's bigger brother, who's actually at a higher weight class, 160. So this is gonna be a really challenging fight for Jermell Charlo because while Jamel's good, I know he doesn't hit harder than his brother. He's just too big. He's too strong, and Jamal, I think he has better counterpunching abilities, which are devastating. I still think about that J Rock fight, um, J Rock versus Jamal Charlo, how he just caught him with that right uppercut, and it was shocking. So I mean, we're gonna see how this whole thing unfolds, man. This is gonna be a really hard fight for both fighters. Um, it's gonna be a hard fight. So let me know how you guys feel about it, man. I think this is a good fight, man. Apparently, Erislandy Lara wants that bag. I'm not sure how many more fights he has left, but he's willing to fight the best. And I'm really glad he's stepping up now. At this point in his time, at this point in his time, he lost his belt. He has nothing to really be afraid of. He just lost. He just came off a not knock. He just came off a loss for a unification fight. At this point, he needs to fight the best, and he knows it. He's trying to cash out. Makes sense. So he's giving it all he has now. Erislandy Lara could be more dangerous than ever because he has something to prove now. They say like once you're on top for too long, you feel like you have nothing to prove. But now that Erislandy Lara has fallen off a little bit, maybe he might come back even better. Think Vladimir Klitschko when he lost to Tyson Fury. When he came back and fought Anthony Joshua, I'd never seen Klitschko look like that in his whole career. I'll be honest with you. Some people say he hasn't looked that good in years. I think that was the best Klitschko I ever seen in his whole career. It was shocking how great he looked. So Erislandy Lara could be the same thing. He can come back, a whole another fighter, completely motivated, hungry again. When's the last time you seen Erislandy Lara completely motivated in the ring and really happy, and him looking like he actually enjoys what he does? Every time I watch Lara, he's so good. He's so technical. He looks like he's just like doing math equations in the ring. It's crazy stuff. Erislandy Lara, one of my favorite fighters, man. Incredible talent. Going against a young lion in JERMELL CHARLO. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.